SimplySimpleStamping.com. Welcome to another video in my flashcard series. I've got the most beautiful, beautiful thank you card for you today. Check this out. Can't thank you enough. We've got some nice soft colors. I love the softness of that feather. It just all kind of ties together. It's a very simple card. Yes, it's made in a flash. Let's get started with our card today. We're going to be using the flashcard system. Now, if you've not seen the video on flashcards, not a problem. If you'll just go to YouTube and do a search, Connie Stewart flashcards. I've got a video that I'll share with you how we create this template. We keep these pieces on hand. I've got over 100 videos on using just these two little pieces. So if you'll go over there, find the video, learn how to create the flashcards, then we've got lots of opportunities for you to learn. So that's these colors today. I'm using Soft Sky, Very Vanilla. My card base today is in Sahara Sand, and I have this cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. This is going to fit into one of Stampin' Up's medium-sized envelopes. So let's go ahead and start with our flashcard pieces. We need to do just a little bit of cutting before we start. We're going to cut the Soft Sky into a square 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Keep in mind this is already 2 3/4, so we're going to cut there. Our Very Vanilla, we're going to cut it down. It's already 2.5 by 4. We're going to cut it down 2.5 by 2.5. So we're going to have these pieces like so. Now, what I want you to do, we're going to, let me set the vanillas off to the side. We're going to start with the Soft Sky. I have come in with the flower from the Petite Petals, but we have this flower in a lot of different stamp sets, so find one that suits you. You can see I stamped it 6 times. We're now going to just come in with the matching Petite Petal punch here, and we're going to punch out all of our flowers. Okay, so you can see I've got all those cut out. Now this little piece here, we can go ahead and throw that away. We don't need that. We are going to save this one because we're going to use that as a layering piece. I want to give 3 of them a little push. So I've got my Paper Pierce Mat here. I've got my stylus tool, but guys, anything will do. The back of a pen will take care of it. But my stylus tool is typically out, so I want 3 of those to kind of have a nice little pop. We're going to use mini glue dots, and we're going to attach those to the bottom flowers. I like to press my flower into the mini glue dot, and when I put it on, I like to go a little bit off center, kind of a little ski-wampus on there. Whoops, come here, little glue dot. And yeah, that's just going to give a nice little look. To give those, I'm just going to come in, give it just a gentle press to kind of make sure that glue dot is good and stuck. Now it's time to work with our vanilla pieces. So let's go ahead and start with the square. I have got a Sahara Sand ink pad. I'm going to ink up the beautiful feather that comes in the Lovely Amazing You. We're going to stamp here. By the way, you notice I have my paper piercing mat underneath me, my stamp mat. This works great when it comes to the photopolymers because it gives just a really nice cushion underneath you. I'm now going to come in with a Soft Sky ink pad, and I'm going to use the sentiment, Can't Thank You Enough, but guys, just about any of the great sentiments in that stamp set are going to work. Can't Thank You Enough can go right there. And now with this piece here, in advance, I did go ahead, I stamped the envelope, and you notice I did stamp it off to one side. We're going to be cutting that out, so don't worry about being all perfectly straight. I'm going to take the heart, and in this last little spot that's right here, I'm just going to stamp that heart. We're going to do some more punching. I have got the Itty Bitty Labels collection, and I'm just going to line that up in there. Give that heart a punch. I'm now going to come in and cut out the envelope. And what I like to do with this one, guys, is come in kind of tight. And that way it kind of matches the line that's actually in the envelopes. I found a mini glue dot works great for this one as well. And we can just put that right there, kind of dresses up that envelope. I'm going to, while I got this here, let me go ahead and put a couple Stampin' Dimensionals because we are going to pop this. So I'm going to set this off to the side. We're going to take our sentiment, our focal image here, a little snail on the back, and we're going to cover up all of that ick that we had right there. We don't want any of that showing, but you know, with flashcards, it's all about hiding what we're not going to use. I'm going to come in with the, I believe it's called I Love Lace. If I'm wrong, I'll put the name of it there on the screen. I tend to forget the names of these. I'm going to ink this up in the Sahara Sand ink. But one thing I found with this straight Sahara Sand was a little strong. I'm going to lightly stamp off first, and then I'm going to bring in my card. Little trick that I like when I'm lining up these big background stamps is I put my card on there. I've got another one of our great big blocks, and I can give that a nice press, and then I don't have to worry about trying to flip it over or rubbing it. There's so many different methods, but I really like this one. Any ink that's here on the edge, I can just wipe off with a tissue. We can lift that off. Ah, isn't it pretty, pretty? Okay, now we can go ahead and start to put this together. All right, I'm happy with that. We're going to take our envelope with the little Stampin' Dimensionals. Look at the great little pop that gives. We can now come back in with the mini glue dots again. Again, they just make my life so easy. I love these. Should buy these by the gross, by the case. At this point, I could leave it, but I just thought it needed a little bling, guys. So let's come in with some silver dazzling details. I'm going to give it just a little pop here in the center. Guys, that is a cardinal flash right there. I absolutely love the delicate look of this one. Well, guys, there you have it. I think that is an absolutely lovely card. I think it turned out beautiful. I hope you like it too. Now, some of you may have watched the video and said, Connie, you got a little heavy on the products, didn't you? I know I did. I got a little excited with some of my different punches, but listen, I want to put your mind at rest. If you do not have all the punches that I use, don't worry about it. Don't let it stress you. Have some fun. Just focus on the layout of the card. If you don't have that stamp set, don't worry about it. Find a stamp set that you do have that's going to work. If you don't have the punch, fussy cut it. It's all good, guys. Now listen, if you need any of the products that I used, you can find them at one place. SimplySimpleStamping.com. I've got an online order button ready for you. Just click it, order what you need. We'll have it shipped out right away. And if you like the idea of flashcards, but maybe the idea of cutting doesn't float your boat, no problem. You can also order flashcards to go. This is where I have everything cut. The cardstock's all scored and ready for you. The flashcard and flashcard 2.0 pieces are cut, ready for you to go, ready for you to create your own flashcards. I even have the envelopes too. I mean, you can't have a card without an envelope, right? So you can order that also at SimplySimpleStamping.com. Looking up at the menu bar, you're going to see over to the right, flashcards to go, click it. There are 5 different color families you can choose from, or hey, why not buy all 5, the whole kit and caboodle, get the kitchen sink, and you can create lots of cards without all the cutting, just all the fun. So be sure to check it out at SimplySimpleStamping.com. Thanks so much for stopping by today, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.